Yeah, I'm fine. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Well, I am Sheetal. I'm from Mysore. What about you, ma'am? Where are you
Mysore.
from?
Wow, it's a very nice place. I visited Mysore
Oh,
when my daughter was studying in Bangalore. At that
uh-huh.
time, I visited Mysore.
Mm-hmm,
Very
mm-hmm.
nice
How long?
place.
Okay.
It's being in 2014, I think.
Okay.
It's been a
Almost
long
10
time.
years ago. Yes, yes.
Yeah, almost 10 years.
Did you visit the
So
palace
yes, yes, of course. The main thing was
attraction?
that yeah, the it was the palace only because of which I was got fascinated to that place. And
Mm-hmm.
that silk, Mysore silk. I brought one sari from Mysore silk.
Oh, okay. That's
Then
nice.
sandalwood cream
Stunning.
was there. Sandalwood sand was there. We purchased such things from one industry.
Okay. Where did you purchase the silk sari from?
I think the auto driver he took us to some factory.
Ah,
And
yes,
from
correct.
there,
Correct.
there were many autowalas, and they were asking that we will take you one into one industry that is very famous one, and this and
Yes,
that, and we were
yes.
not knowing
That's the
anything about.
authentic one.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, but nice collection was there.
Yes, yes, yes.
Very very attractive things made out of chandan woods, and I like that very much. We have
Okay.
purchased some showpiece also from there.
Oh, okay. All right. Wonderful. Well, ma'am, the topic of the day is uh, habit. Would you like to speak about this?
Yeah. Actually, I was not knowing that there will be a session. I booked it very late. And then after, I just went in the kitchen for cooking dinner. So I couldn't go on through the topic, but I know about habits very well.
I didn't have
Yeah,
it's
because my wasted on all these connections and reconnections and all that.
no, it's okay. I can extend it. Don't worry. I can
Okay, thank
extend
you so
another
much.
five
Thank you.
minutes. Yeah, not an issue. Don't worry.
I
Yes,
thought
please.
that after the limited time, they will disconnect it automatically. Is it like that?
No, that's on another platform. In this platform, you can speak up to, I think, 30, 35 minutes or so. So don't worry.
Okay.
All right. So why don't you tell me about habits? First of all, let's define habit, shall we? What is a habit?
What is a habit? Actually, habit is, if we want to define it, it's a thought plus action. It will
Okay.
becomes our habit.
Okay.
It's all about our thinking process, because I
Okay.
think thinking is the toughest job. Whatever
Mm-hmm.
you are thinking in your mind, whatever thoughts you are having, they will make your actions. Your actions will
Mm-hmm.
become your habits, and your habits
Mm-hmm.
will become your attitude, and then your
Mm-hmm.
attitude will define your personality.
Mm-hmm.
All these things
Okay.
I tell to my students in my class whenever we are having any moral topics to discuss on Saturdays. We used to discuss on such topics like what is positive attitude, what is discipline, what are habits, what is self discipline, what is courtesy, what is kindness, compassion, all these things,
That's
punctuality.
great. That's great.
I used to tell about all these things to my students, so that these habits must be inculcated in them for their better life in their
Mm-hmm.
journey ahead. If because habits are bad as well as good, and it is very easy to acquire bad habits, but it is very
Uh-huh.
difficult to acquire good habits, because I can explain this thing with one example, that if you want to pour water from a height, it will take no time. Within time, you can pour water from some height. But if you want to carry water from a river to a hill, it's a difficult process. You have to put
Mm-hmm.
extra pressure. You have to
Mm-hmm.
put a motor so that you will draw water from the river to the hill. And
Mm-hmm.
good habits are like this only. So it takes
Mm-hmm.
time, but once when you acquire those habits, your life becomes, I can say, good, better, and you can become a responsible citizen of a country to discharge your
Okay.
duties.
Okay. All right. If you have to list down some good habits and bad habits, what would they be?
Good habits. See, as actually habits are like healthy habits are there. Healthy habits like Yeah, bad habits, not getting up early and drinking tea and coffee too many times, and drinking the water, standing and drinking the water, it's not also a very good habit because it gives us
Why?
pain in our knees. So we, every time whenever we are drinking water, pardon.
May I know the reason why it is not okay to stand to drink water while standing?
uh, it's a rule in Ayurveda that if you are drinking water while standing, it will just bring pain to your knees. And they says that even the God cannot means it will God cannot reduce your pain. Even if it comes to the earth, He will be not able to reduce your pain in your knees if you are drinking water while standing. So I
Ma'am,
was
may I
also
know the science
practicing this
behind it?
many times.
May I know the science behind it?
Pardon?
May I know the science behind it?
No, no, I don't know any science. No, no, no. I don't know any science behind it, but I follow the rule of Ayurveda because I have done a session of 11 days in Baba Ramdev's Wellness Center at Modi Nagar in Delhi, and there they told us that never drink the water as if you are eating it, and eat the roti and the dinner and lunch as if you are drinking it. Means this many times you have to chew it before swallowing it up, swallowing it up. And water, like, see the dog and cats, they are how they are drinking water, sip by sip they are drinking, and it is good for health. If we drink water like this, it is very good for our health. So we should not
Okay.
drink in a very hurry and just standing
Huh,
and
huh,
swallowing it one after the other sip. No, take
huh,
one
huh,
sip,
huh.
relax, then take another sip. In this way, we have to drink. So I think
Okay, but
this may be
didn't
the
anybody ask
reason. Sorry, what you said?
I said my brother is a doctor. I'll ask him, is what I said.
Okay, okay, sure, sure. And try to tell me in our next session
Yes,
that
yes,
why
please.
it's not good. Actually, I was also in a habit of drinking water, and I drink water in very hurry,
Huh.
just coming into the office knees, and when I left this habit, now I have started practicing drinking water by sitting and taking sip by sip, so my pain is also reduced a lot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Nice. That's
so
quite interesting.
there is some reason.
Okay. All right. What are the other bad habits?
Hmm. Mobile, it's
Mm-hmm.
a quite good distractions. We cannot focus on our good things, and we keep on watching reels and Instagrams and all that. We are busy with our Facebook, and even we are not noticing whoever is sitting next to us. So I think
Yeah.
this is the most bad habit which everyone is inculcating nowadays. With their mobiles, they are very much busy, and they have lost all the relations, all the communication. The live communication has gone.
Uh-huh.
Even the
Okay.
people, they are not writing anything nowadays. They are only just speaking in that mic and doing their things. And earlier we used to write letters to each other. It was such a good
Yes.
practice, you know.
Yes.
But nowadays, totally we are missing this writing from our life.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So these
I
are also
absolutely
some of
love
bad habits.
writing.
I
I am
also love
very,
writing.
very fond of writing.
Yes,
Do you
and
write
see,
every
I have
day?
written so many. Yeah, I write every day. So many diaries are there, which I
Nice.
have filled writing with all my whatever I feel good. I always
That's
write it in
great.
my notebook.
That's
Yeah,
great.
and I keep on writing. Keep on writing.
That's
I'm
great.
always having my letter pads with me, and I love.
That's
Whenever
great.
I heard some good lines, good poems, if
Uh-huh.
I love a sentence spoken by somebody, I definitely write it down. By Kalam sir, by Gaur Gopal Das, by
Oh,
Sudha Murthy. They are all my role models, and I follow them.
uh-huh. Okay.
Especially Sudha Murthy and Gaur Gopal Das. He's having so much humor in his talking, in his conversation. Have you
Okay.
heard?
Yes,
You
of
might have
course.
heard Gaur
Of
Gopal
course, I have. I have
Das.
watched some YouTube videos.
Shidil, tell
Yes.
me something about you.
What would you like to know, ma'am?
Are you a native of Mysore, or and what is your education, and how you have joined this English Yari, and earlier what you were doing? Like, are
Okay.
you in job or?
This is my job. I am a full-time teacher now. Yeah. I
Okay.
am basically an engineer. I was in IT, a typical
Okay.
software engineer for about 8 years or so. And the
Hmm.
job became very boring after a while. Initially, it was
Oh,
exciting, but slowly it became too monotonous, the same thing day in and day
yes,
out.
yes.
Same thing. And I didn't feel like I was serving a purpose there. And there were many friends and colleagues of mine who used to find it very hard to have conversations with clients, especially the UK, US clients, and they would even get scared to explain their work to the manager. So I decided to help them out, and they improved in less than a month. And that sort of gave me an idea because anyways I was looking for something different because by that time I was so done with the IT industry because it was too boring.
Mm-hmm.
And I am a Bharatnatyam dancer also. So I started concentrating on these other things, on other skills of mine apart from the education. So I decided to teach more people, and I looked online for an offline class over here. And you might have, and 11 to 8, I would go to my office, the
Wow.
corporate job. Yeah. So I did this for a while, and eventually I realized that I like teaching more, and I decided to pursue teaching and dance together. Then COVID happened, because of which dancing took a backseat because the shows were not conducted at that time. So I started teaching more and more, and I eventually found out these platforms as well. So this is my, I think, fourth platform that I'm working on.
Okay. So before
Yeah,
that, with whom
I
you were
have worked
working?
in two. Currently, I'm working in two different platforms. Uh, Earlier, I worked with one platform for 2 years, and then another one I just joined, and I didn't like the mechanism, and I dropped out of that, and I started teaching in another organization. That I'll complete 1 year in that one, and English RE is quite recent, 2 months now. That's it.
Oh,
And I have students. I've built a good network. um, I have recently started creating some YouTube shorts as well to share some
oh,
tips regarding English. So this is my
okay.
full-time job now. I do get students from LinkedIn, Instagram as well. They message me and they ask me if I can conduct classes for them, and my previous students, they sometimes bring in their family members or friends or colleagues, others. So I have a good network, and I do this full time. And I'm at home now. Earlier, I used to live in other places like Pune, Bangalore. Now I'm at home, finally home, and this is what I do. I dance, I sing, I paint,
Wow.
I
Wow.
write,
Wow.
I teach. This is what I do the whole day.
So do you take
Yes.
online classes for dance also?
No, no, no. That will be a little later, maybe 2 years or
Oh.
so. And online sessions are not good for classical
Ah,
art
yes.
forms. For classical art forms, they're not good. Yes, if you're an advanced student, yes, that's a good thing.
But
But
to teach from
for
basic,
beginners, yeah, I don't think it's a good idea. For beginners, it's unless there is no other option. Yeah.
because I am learning online tabla, and
Okay.
as I am having a prior knowledge of tabla
Ah,
a little bit,
uh-huh.
so I
Then
am
maybe
learning
that.
it. I am having two classes in a week, and it's going good.
Mm-hmm.
Every time
That's
he is
great.
giving me new lesson.
Okay. And how long have you been practicing, ma'am?
It's being 2 months.
Okay.
I'm practicing.
And why tabla? Why did you choose tabla? Why
Actually,
have you
it's not
chosen
tabla,
this?
it's dholak. Do you know the
Oh,
next version of
yes, of
tabla?
course.
This is
I
dholak.
know, I know, I
Because
know.
yeah, because whenever in some gathering we are going, we are
Ah,
reciting those mantras and bhajans,
got
So
it, got it. It's an accompaniment, right?
it's our tradition. So
Ah,
I used to play at dholak, but that was not in very. It's not a good version of dholak which I play. It's a simple one, and I want to
mm-hmm.
learn that according to the song. We do the twisting,
Okay,
and
okay.
we are
With
playing
all
some
the
other
rules
dance.
and everything.
Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So I got an idea. I searched on YouTube, and I got this a man. He was teaching dholak online. Actually,
Oh,
he's
that's great.
teaching tabla, but he can teach
Uh-huh.
dholak. And
Mm-hmm.
what are those
Mm-hmm.
post-it notes behind your chair?
That's
I
this is
noticed that.
This is my brother's room. He
Okay.
It's his post-it, and it has all complicated medical terms. I don't
Okay.
understand any of those. So while preparing for the exam, yeah, he wrote. It's from that end to this end, and there's a bed right next to it.
They're
So
looking so good,
he would,
so beautifully arranged,
yeah,
colorful.
I think he just randomly pasted those. His idea was to write down points which he can look at whenever he wakes up,
Hey, huh.
as soon as he wakes up. But
You
somehow
know,
it has become a part of the decor, and I can remove it, but I don't want to because it
no, no,
shows
no,
how.
but it's looking pretty
No,
good.
no, I
It's
won't.
looking
I won't.
pretty
It shows how hardworking he is. So
good.
it's sort of
Yes.
an inspiration as well.
I am having 2 to 3 post-it notes with me, but I don't want to tear their pages and I don't want to stick them anywhere. So they are as it is kept with me because I
Maybe you
used
can
to
try
write
something
in,
like this.
pardon?
You can try something like this, maybe.
Yeah, yeah. I'm having these types of letter pads with me, these pads, and I
That's
love to
great.
write on these pads because if we are
Mm-hmm.
writing in a good amount, then we need a good large page. The post-it notes, they will not work for me.
Okay,
So,
okay. These are mostly for keywords. These
yeah.
post-its are for keywords. Yeah.
Hmm.
And
So
reminders, maybe.
if we want to learn advanced vocabulary, then we can do such type of practices. But
Maybe. Yes.
time is a big constraint, and from 10 to 5:30, I'm in school, and after coming, I'm teacher. I'm teacher basically. I'm a government teacher,
That's
and
wonderful. Which subject do
so
you teach, ma'am?
I teach English and mathematics to upper primary classes. That is 6 to 8.
That's uh-huh.
Yeah, and
Uh-huh.
sometimes I'm also deputed in the high secondary school for teaching remedial classes for class 10th, 11th, and sometimes 12th also. Because they
Nice.
consider that I am a very good, I am a ma'am with very good English, but I know my condition.
No, no,
I
you're
lack
fine. You're
somewhere.
fine.
No, no, I lack somewhere. I have to practice a lot to become a good, fluent speaker.
But
But
ma'am, you are
here
confident. And, yeah.
I'm not getting anyone to talk with. That's why I
Uh,
just book these slots so that I can
that's great.
become the best version of myself.
That's great. I really appreciate the fact that you have decided to upskill yourself, because usually what happens is after a period of time, people tend to just get comfortable with whatever
Hmm.
they are, whoever they are. They don't want to upskill themselves. So I really appreciate your proactiveness. I
Actually,
sincerely.
I have never been in my comfort zone. I was always away from it. And I was struggling since from my class 12 because I
Hmm.
was married in class 12. You may be surprised
Oh.
to know when I was 19-year-old, I got married. And even I don't know the meaning of marriage. I only know that marriage is just roaming here and there, watching good movies.
Oh God.
And then I have completed my BSc with physics, maths, and
That's
statistics. After
great.
that, I had done my honors, masters in this English
That's great.
literature. Then, for the professional qualification, I went for B.Ed, from for M.Ed, and one English
That's
teaching
amazing.
course I have done. Yes,
That's
and
amazing.
with same time, my job was there, my tuitions were there. It was so mash up all the things. And I just every time I prayed to God, just give me the courage to handle all these problems at a time. I can do many
Amazing.
things.
That's very inspiring. Thank you. It's very, very inspiring.
And as I used to do my duties honestly, being a government teacher, some people think that government institutions are just
Mm,
a time pass, and
yes.
nobody takes much efforts to do things in right manner. But I don't
Uh-huh.
think like that. And the outcome which I got after discharging my duties in very responsible way. My elder daughter, she has done her LLM from Calcutta, NUJS, that is a national university, and she has done her LLM in international law and cyber law. And
Mm-hmm.
right now she is a director in KIT University
Mm-hmm.
in Noida.